Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for being here today. So, I wanted to do this video on Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. It's been highly requested for the past couple of months. Personally, I would never have done a video on Megan Fox. I have never seen one of her movies, which is like weird to some people, but I really don't know what she appears to be like in the media. I just, I read souls, and if I see that there's something a little weird going on, or if there's a spirit attachment going on there, I just won't read the person. You guys know how I am if you've been with me for a while. So for that reason, I have not really done a reading on Megan Fox. I think she's gorgeous. I'm sure she's a nice person and everything. It's nothing against her. But I wanted to go into this reading today to talk about Machine Gun Kelly, and I personally think he's a nice guy. Like he doesn't have good vibes, but he's, I don't know, he's like fun. It seems like. So I figured I would do this reading because it's been requested so many times, and we could basically just see what we have to see. So I did this reading a long time ago, but I'm gonna reopen the Pandora's box for today for entertainment purposes. As soon as I see, Machine Gun Kelly, he does have this vampiric root in him. So I don't talk about underworld creatures a lot on this channel just because I find them negative and they're kind of boring to talk about. They're very one-dimensional. They're very easy to talk. They're very easy to figure out. They're kind of draining. If you guys have seen my video on narcissists, this is kind of a vampiric root type of person, somebody who's an energy vampire. Very one-dimensional. If you are logical, they are very easy to manipulate. So I don't, usually talk about underworld creatures because I find them kind of boring. However, this is not to get confused with darker energies. Like if you guys saw my video on Johnny Depp, not to get confused. So anyway, looking into Machine Gun Kelly, he is kind of, he has some roots in the underworld, and so does his new lady friend. Now, I feel like from what has been portrayed in the media, from what he's been saying on Instagram, people probably are questioning if these two are soulmates. They have had past lives together where they have met, but this is more of a karmic relationship than a soulmate relationship. Now, what do I think is going on between these two people? I think Machine Gun Kelly is very manipulated. I think he thinks in some way that the amount of lust that he has for her is equivalent to love, and that these two things mean the same thing. But also, I don't feel like Machine Gun Kelly is really in his power. I'm getting a lot of Aries energy from him. I am seeing a past life in Atlantis as well as a god. For him, I think his name is Carlson. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna call him Machine Gun Kelly. I am seeing he has had a past life in Atlantis, but I feel like most of his past lives have happened in the underworld, and the same thing for, Megan. More so. I think it's a little bit darker on her side. But like I said, anyways, these two have had past lives together. They have met before. They have fallen in love. I'm hearing this was my queen. Like at one point, I feel like they had a past life in Atlantis where they would have first initiated and had an agreement, had a soul contract together to keep meeting each other in different lives. Because I am seeing her as a goddess in Atlantis, but more of a darker goddess. That kind of portrayed to be of a lighter frequency. She didn't really ever come out as being more of a dark goddess. I feel like she kind of wears a mask, or at least she did in this past life that I'm seeing. And again, I can't speak on how she is in this life just because I don't really follow her that much. I feel like she's been out of the media for a while as well, though. I do feel like in my heart that she is a nice person to people, like in this life. Guys, just remember, just because some people are darker and they have, darker energies around them, and their soul form, it might be darker, that does not mean that they're not nice people. A lot of people that come from darker, lower vibrations, some of them are nice people. I've met them. You know what I mean? So you could be a perfectly fine person on the outside, but these darker tendencies, they do manifest in some ways, whether they manifest on a high level, which is like narcissism, sociopath, antisocial disorders, or on a lower scale. However, I feel like, honestly, guys, I feel like Megan, has had past lives where she's kind of used Machine Gun Kelly for other things, for power, and I don't feel like her feelings for him are as obsessive as his feelings for her, is basically what I'm trying to say. So he is kind of under the impression that he's in love and everything, and I more so see that he is in, a very obsession oriented, lustful oriented relationship, and I do get some darker energies, energetic manipulation around this. I'm hearing I don't even have to try. So she's kind of more like, I don't even have to try. He's just, there's a lot of control, and I feel like she wasn't really that into him until she found that there was something she could use him for. So perhaps he might have reached out to her in the past, and she would have like kind of left him, slide off or whatever. I feel like now, well, she just did get out of a divorce, so there is that. I'm not seeing the other man in her aura. This divorce, I feel like there really wasn't any, bad blood or anything, because he's, out of her aura. She's on her own, doing her own thing. Whew. Okay, sorry, these readings get intense sometimes. But I do feel like she is going to kind of be his karma for doing something that he used to do to other women. I'm not seeing as far as it, being public humiliation, but I do feel like she will have other guys that she'll talk to while she's in this exclusive relationship with Machine Gun Kelly. It's really just about who's going to get her further to the top. Who's going to help her climb the social ladder again. That's more so what I'm getting from her energy. Also, yeah, like I said, they are soulmates, but she's kind of the dominating one in a very, very like wolves in sheep's clothing type of way. There's something that she really wants to get out of him, from what I'm getting. And he is very much not in his power right now. I feel like there's a lot of issues with substance abuse. He's very disconnected from his emotions. I kind of feel like he saw a shiny rock that Spirit is showing me, like a shiny rock he just couldn't let go, basically. Sorry guys, this is living in New York City. So I do feel like the intensity is amplified because of this karmic connection. There are agreements here that have taken place, and I'm seeing that these agreements took place in Atlantis back in those days before the collapse of Atlantis, where they had their first past life together, and it was a resurfacing of meeting in the underworld, and that kind of just happening over and over again. So it's a lower dimension that they really, when most of their lives were in this lower dimension together. I feel like he is more of a vampire soul form, and we're not going to get into what she is, but I think she's more like a vampire as well. So do I think that they are going to last? I feel like she's going to be with him for, I'm hearing 5 to 7 years, 5 to 7 months. I do see them moving in together. They're showing me somebody with their bathroom with like stuff all over their bathroom, so they probably already have moved in together, but I do see that they are gonna have like problems with like living together, and this is on the smaller scale. Like they're just showing me like everyday problems, which kind of indicates that it's gonna be more stable, and it's gonna be there. They're gonna kind of be together for a while, basically. It's not gonna be like a fling, like a one-time thing. I feel like they're gonna keep growing and bonding, but on the surface it may look like they're good, but there's a lot of like manipulation going on behind the scenes. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. If you guys want a reading of your own, I put everything in the description below. I am working on my new website, so please look out for that. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about this whole relationship. All right, guys, bye.